Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Rivière-des-Montagnes, a Quebec themed city. And make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. We got a lot planned today for today's Friday episode. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great day so far, and you're looking forward to the weekend. Anyways, so in today's episode, we are going to not start this town. We're going to save that for another episode next week so we can kind of see the development of the town throughout the week so we don't need to wait or anything like that. Plus, we've already kind of done something like that recently, so I want to I want to do something a bit different. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start off today by filling in the orange tree a bit more to get those level 3 buildings in, and then we're going to start the university. Something that's been a long-term plan that we finally had the ability to build, and we really need it for the city because our university education is not very good. So at the end of our last episode, we were building this little large interchange, and it worked out pretty good. I tweaked some things, lowered some things, but it looks pretty nice. I like the bridge as well. It's very nice. But yeah, so we're gonna just kind of leave this for a little bit. It's working right now as a bit of a bypass, which is good for traffic. It's always better to give more options than less options. So let's hop into the orange tree and then we'll start the university. All right, so here it is. We also need to get an oil industry going, but I think that's going to be a next week thing, or even a longer term project than that. All right, so we do have the medium ore mine now, which is fantastic to see. We don't have the ore maintenance building, which I do really like. And this is the big one we're waiting for, but I think we'll be able to squeeze this in right in between these two that we built in a previous episode. Yep, so I'm just gonna move it here. And yeah, that works great. Plus it looks better when it fills into the mountains there than some of the other ones. So we're gonna fill this in with some gravel again. Just kind of give it a bit better of a look here. All right, and then we're gonna try to take out these trees. Ooh, that's the budget. Let's take out some of these trees. Come on, there we go. All right, so that should definitely increase our production, and I hope it increases it enough to the point where we don't need to add too much more. It looks like we're doing fine enough for now, but we also got the seabed mining vessel, which we don't need in this city, but we also got the rotary kiln, which it makes metal. So we have been making some metal over here, but this is, I think, a perfect building to add into our area over this way. So what we need to do is we're going to extend this road. So we're going to find the industry road here, and we are just going to extend it. Oh, let's make sure that we're connected. Yep, okay, we're good there. Thank you. We need that. There we go. Extend that out. And I know that we have metals here and whatnot. That's glass. I think this is our big metal storage. So this is going to be perfect to help add to this area. So we're just going to put it right behind here. It's going to be a nice kind of close off to this little region we have made. So I'm going to select all these things that we've added. I'm going to say same height as the other ones. Perfect. And we'll bring water down here as well. All right, so this gives us some space to put some other things in here as well. But we don't have any ore storage over here, which might back things up ever so slightly, but I'm pretty sure the ore maintenance building. Oh, no, it's not that. There's one building that might be for a different production. Or industry storage. Yeah, this is the one I want. So we need to wait to the next level to get that, unfortunately. But anyway, so let's get some other cool little assets into this little area. So let's do this. Let's get our parking lot in. So we will add in a few of these. go right to here. And then that gives us just enough space to zone in another building. And we'll see what comes up in there. And then let's get, oh, wrong one again. Let's get a few of these trees in. Just back here to kind of fill in the space a bit, make it look a bit nicer. And we'll see what comes up over here if anything does. If things don't, that's fine too. But another thing we can do is we can go to our movement mod here, if it will let me select it. Grab some trees, perfect, because we removed all these trees over here. And we will just fill in this space again. Awesome. Okay, very cool production spot we have here. Yeah, look at that. We got some buildings here as well, which really help fill in the space. Really happy with that. We could add like a couple commercial buildings in here as well to kind of give it a bit of a different vibe. So why don't we add in just a few little corner stores? How about just one? We'll let that fill in, and we'll see what comes of it. Yeah, why not two? All right, so with that, let's go to Caulfield Ore Products, and we'll see what we need to get to. So we have to get to 550 workers. We only have 495 available, so we need to continue to increase production here. So we could simply add in some of these, but I think it's probably going to be more beneficial for us if we add in some other products to increase our production. So let's see if we can get like a second production area going. Whoa, what the heck? What the heck happened there? Okay, so let's go control height. Oh, come on. There we go. Holy cow. That's so silly. Alright, so let's grab this dirt road. Let's switch that to a dirt road here, and then we will drag this out a bit farther like so. And let's get some more production over here as well. Alright, so we have these small ore mines. I think this is going to be the best way to do it. To add in maybe 3 of these over here. And we will use the smoothing tool to help smooth out the terrain here to make it look a bit more realistic. Alright, so I think we might need to do a bit of work like this just to smooth it out, smooth out the little region a bit better, just to try to eliminate the square look to it, but there's really not much we can do about that otherwise. Okay, let's fill that in with some gravel. Oh, come on. This kind of gives it a cool look, I think, personally. Alright, let's bring that down. Cool, and then we need some water out this way. So let's just do that. Perfect. And hopefully that will bring our jobs up to 600. Nice. And we only need to get to 550, so we are actually almost at level 4. So that's pretty awesome to see. Let's get the... Well, let's talk about what we're going to do for level 4 at least. So we're going to get some more industry buildings. So we're going to get the large ore mine, which I don't really want to use, the maintenance building, which will be great, and the fiberglass plant. So that's fantastic, and same with the storage areas as well. So we also are going to unlock, not that, the car factory. So lots of factories to unlock, but again, in the city, we're not going to use every single factory. We're only going to really use factories that are kind of thematic to the region. But I can definitely see us adding in some buildings over here as well. And I think some of these buildings popped up. Yeah, nice. Burger joint and a general store. That's perfect. Let's just make these 2 historic so they don't change. Awesome. And I'm surprised we haven't hit that level yet. We're just 20 jobs away. Alright, well, you know what? We'll just plan out the university in the meantime. So, where are we building the university if this is your first time here? Well, let's take a look at the city. It's a beautiful city. Here's the downtown core. We're going to add some height to the downtown soon. No worries there. We can still have so much to do in the city. It's incredible how much I have planned. We still need to do a lot with this part of the city. We have this island still, which we're going to do something with eventually. But we are going to use this little area right here for the university. We're going to kind of go off of McGill's kind of look in Montreal, where it's kind of built onto a hill and, well, onto Montreal, which is what the city is named after, Montreal. But let's take a gander at what we can do. Well, first of all, we're going to need a district. And we are going to need the campus district. Oh, look at that. We've already filled it in. Alright, so we're not going to use that area for campus. We'll use this. We'll go right to where this curve happens. And we will let that kind of go speak to itself for now, at least. And let's see. So there's the church. Let's see. This street has right to the old town square. So let's use this road as the main view for the campus. All right. So let's take a look at what we can do here. We could just place the main campus building right off of here, or we can make a bit of a one-way system. Why don't we... This is a really thin road. I think it could be beneficial for us to just extend this road. Let's say a tree-lined road. And we'll drag it right out to here. And we'll go to a normal road here. Oh, this is going to bug me, especially for this spot, so I'm going to redo this. Okay, let's just make sure this is absolutely perfect. So let's just make sure it's straight with that road. Let's check. As close as I can get over there. And that's fine over on this side. And then we will continue out to here. Down, perfect. You know what, we're gonna have to use, oh, we were using this road, okay, perfect. Although I wouldn't mind if we did something like this as well. So let's take this one-way road and we'll do one way in, one way out, and we'll make this a bit of a loop right here. Turn it around like that. And we can just do this one way as well. No, let's keep that normal. Alright, so with that, we have a bit of a one-way loop here, and this is going to be a great center stage for the university. So let's take this tool right here, and we will go to the university administration building. So let's place it down. Try to line it up perfectly with this. I think that should be fine. Nice, okay. And we're definitely going to need to destroy this building because I want to build a path from here right to there. And we're going to use move it to connect it up right in the middle here like this. Alright, and then there's a node right here, which is absolutely perfect. Okay, and then we need to destroy this building as well because this housing is going to change. Okay, let's pull up the node controller. Add a crosswalk in right there, and a crosswalk in right here. And then we're going to do the same thing. Oops. Right here. Awesome. And then I will extend it right to here. And right to here. And this still needs to move over a bit. All right, let's just take these trees right here and delete them. Okay, and let's take a quick peek at the zoning here. Yep, perfect. All right, so we have a nice, cool path connection into this market from the university. This is gonna look great, guys. Oh, I'm really excited with how this is looking so far. So this is gonna be quite a challenge because of building a university on a hill. These buildings have large hitboxes, and that can be challenging onto itself. So let's just plan out the water system right now. No big deal for now. Over here, that's fine. And all right, so we need to definitely smooth out the terrain here. And wow, look at this, eh? Holy moly. Ah, fantastic, we hit level 4. We will swing back to that in a second once we get these first buildings in. All right, so how about we turn buildings off? I just want a node, to be honest. Okay, well, it's not letting me grab that pathway, so I'm hoping if I grab the building and say Control H. Ah, darn, okay, so this might have to be a bit of maneuvering here. All right, that's not working either. Let's try leveling it out. So let's grab that. And then now we'll place it down. Okay, we're gonna try redoing this. There we go. Holy cow. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to go back to move it here, and we're going to select everything but the trees, and we are just going to remove these trees. Okay, Rivière-des-Montagnes Institute. That is a good name, but we will just keep it at that. All right, so we've kind of created a bit of a weirdness with this area because of trying to fix that last issue. So we'll come back and we'll just smooth out the terrain again. And this is going to take a lot of terrain work here. So I know some people are adverse to terrain work, but I think it's a big part of the game. And I don't mind, especially because developers would love to level the land before they build something like this. Holy cow, look how steep this is. And we will lower that. That's a good height. And we will go to slope objects. Yeah, that's a bit better, but I think it could even get lowered even more. And I'll have to redo that. What? Okay, well, never mind. We'll just do it by hand. All right, close enough. and then we'll come back here and we'll smooth it. All right, so the first buildings we can add in for the university are the dorms, the study hall, the groundskeeping, and the Fussel Club. I don't even know what that is. Futsal? Anyways, we've also unlocked the School of Law. Ooh. That is going to be a big building, isn't it? But I think that would be a very important building for this university, wouldn't it? The next one is School of Medicine and Science. This would be a very good spot for it right here. But you see, I'm not too sure about adding these ones in, what it does. I know that you can kind of make them like sub-campuses, which are pretty cool. Anyways, let's start with the dorms and stuff. So I think the dorms would look great right here. Oh, darn, they don't fit. That's unfortunate. I don't want to put them too close, so why don't we place one right here. And I know that we can kind of clip them together, which are pretty nice. Let's get this pathway in right here. Let's do that for now, and then we'll bring this up to connect. Coming to think about where that dorm is, I don't think that's a good spot for it. So we're going to move it, and we're going to move it over to here. And you know what? I do think we should add in that School of Law. I think it's going to be a really cool building for that area. I just think this is too perfect of a spot not to place it. Yeah, this is the issue we're going to have building this university on a hill, is some of these buildings are going to need totally different spaces. Alright, so let's take a bit of maneuvering here. And we need this one centered on that road. Okay. And let's go back to move it here. And I want to smooth this out as much as possible. Alright, so this is very steep, eh? Holy cow. I wonder if we can just lower these two ever so slightly. And oh my goodness. Okay, well, that's kind of working. And then we'll bring... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, and then one thing we can do as well is we can bring in a pathway from here, right here to connect up. And that kind of helps it out a bit, helps square things off at least a bit. But other than that, I think this is looking very nice with these two schools beside each other, or these two buildings. This dorm doesn't fit anywhere, and it's unfortunate that we don't really have a proper place for it. Why don't we put a dorm there? And then what I really like doing with these dorms is putting them together, like clipping them in to each other. I think they look really cool when they clip together. You can even just go right into each other like that. Okay, so let's grab that one. Oh, not in move it. Silly me. You need to be move it for that. And we'll say Control H. So they're at the same height. Yeah, see, it's just... the height is just so frustrating. Alright, well, we knew that going in. We're not complaining. And let's say... let's get to that height. Alright, much better. There will definitely be terrain work that's going to be done both on and off camera for this build. So just letting you know. Let's raise this. Whoa. Let's raise this up a bit. And then this one, bring up to that height. Oops. Okay. Whoa, floating car. I'm going to grab both of these, and we're just going to move them over. I know that the pathway is technically overlapping, but the hitbox is strange for a reason. Okay, wow, this sure is an interesting looking campus so far. And what do we need to get to for the next? So we need to get the attractiveness up quite substantially. So we will continue to add. So we need the study hall. Nice. Does that fit perfectly in here? It kind of does. Holy cow, look at this. Every single building I'm going to need to readjust. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Alright, and then let's grab a pathway here. Connect up like so. Nice. And so we just have the study hall there. Groundskeeping. Okay, so this building is going to be much easier to add in. We can add them in. I think they can go at places off campus. No, they can't. Okay, that's fine. Let's add them in places where we can kind of hide them, amongst other things. So the Feastal Club. Oh, this is perfect. This fits right in these little squares. Very neat little building. And then we can also add in some high density residential in places where we have gaps. So we're going to save kind of doing that. But I think we can add in a couple buildings over here. I think we're safe to do so. That's for sure. Okay, so we'll let that kind of zone in. And I think this is a good start to the university. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to... Oh, yeah, we have 200. And we just need to get some academic works going. So let's increase that. Let's give a grant for a dissertation. And we just need to wait for the university to level up, which isn't going to take too long. But it's just a matter of time. So we will let that happen. And we're definitely going to need to run a couple buses by here. But just to finish things off today, we did hit level 4 for the ore industry. So we did get that factory we were talking about, but I forget what it was. Anyways, was it the electronics factory? Oh, the car factory. There we go. But we did get this building, which I wanted, the ore storage building. So I want to run a quick road. Just want to finish this quickly because I try to keep these at a certain time, but I never do. All right, so we'll do that, and then let's grab the maintenance building. We'll put it right here, and this is going to hold ore, which is fantastic because look at this. It's running out of ore, and by doing this, it's going to fill it up. So we're going to leave it on balance because I think, oh, that's metal. Yeah, this is going to work out great. These cars are going to go fetch the ore from the industry. They're going to bring it in here, and it's going to act as like a secondary storage area for both of these places. We really needed that for our production area because while this is working great, we do need to get to 800 workers, which is quite far away, but we will save that for another episode. Perhaps we can get this fiberglass plant in as well. Not in industry area. Well, we can fix that. Let's try to add a bit more to this by the end of the episode. So we will just come up to there, and I'm gonna grab these right here, and I'm gonna hold Alt down while I pull this one. Oh, it doesn't like me doing that. And I think my game froze. Well, an error occurred. There we go. Okay, never mind. I can still play. That's good. Let me just readjust this with... Oh, it did it again. It doesn't like me trying to build a road over there, apparently. So we will just let that happen. That's fun to have at the end of the game. There we go. Well, let's try to readjust these two. Let's just not use the alt mechanism right now. And let's add in that fiberglass plant right here. Perfect. And then we will just use move it, put it right behind here. I grab these, pull it in like so. And there's still trees in between it, so that means that it is not complete. There we go. And then we'll pull this one over. Perfect. So we added in that building as well. I think that was all of the buildings that we unlocked. The maintenance building. Okay, so this is something we can place right along here. Look at that. That fits perfectly. And what does this do exactly? Increases storage capacity. This could be nice to have over here, but... Oh, that's actually a pretty good spot for it. Yeah, these kind of look like they hold the ore maintenance, the ore building, trucks and stuff, right? So we'll just smooth out the terrain right here. And we'll do the same trick that we've been talking about for the last few episodes. Level it out, come back with a smoothing tool. Perfect. And we'll smooth that out right down into here for our pedestrians when the time comes that we build the town over this way. So it looks like we're going to be... we don't have enough yet, but we will... you know what? we can just finish this off. Let's just get to the part where we need to be. Probably add in a workers' barracks over here. And I don't think we need anything over that way. What we could do is we could add in a small ore grinding mill here to kind of fill in the space. Could place it right here, and then leaves us an opportunity to build out that way a bit. And then we can also fill in the space by adding in some small ore buildings as well. Nice, and we need water out this way. No big deal. And hopefully that got us over the edge. 870, wow, that was a lot. Okay, well, I hope you liked today's episode, guys. We have the ability to get to level 5 ore industry, so that's fantastic. But more importantly, we started the university. Finally, we've got the university started. Let's find a good little thumbnail here, and I hope you have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.